woman comes up to me and she says, can I bother you for a moment? I said, you can, but I'm not putting my cigarette out. And she was like, you ain't got to put your cigarette out. I just need to tell you that the Lord is waiting for you. I was like, waiting for me for what? And she was like, well, first of all, your man of God is on his way and he come to get you. Da, 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 da. She just began to prophesy into my life. And, I end up throwing the cigarette down and hugging her and crying and the whole thing. Roughly about a little bit less than a year later, I meet this guy, my first husband, who happened to be a deacon at the church and invited me to church. And I was like, my man of God came for me, So I began to go to church with him. My bishop at the time, Bishop Simon Gordon, I love that man, began to pour. I began to sit under him and just learn as much as I could. Went through ministerial classes and all of those things, and became an armor bearer. Because at that time, I'd given my life to Christ, and I began to learn who the Father was. Started teaching new members class, just all this thing. So that's around the time when I remember the very first time I spoke in tongue. Him and I had gotten married. The gentleman, the first husband, we got married, and I was like, I want to speak in tongue. Why can't I? Everybody else in the church is speaking in tongue. I want to do it too. And I remember him saying, just relax, just close your eyes, let's talk. So we're talking, and he was praying for me, and he laid his hands on my tongue, and I could feel the rumble, and it just came out. And I was like, I spoke in tongue, I was super excited, like a kid in a candy store at that point. And it just opened me up to the things of God.